Good afternoon and welcome to the 2022 organizational meeting of the Saratoga County Board of Supervisors. Bridget, please call the roll.
Supervisor Barrett.
Here.
Butler.
Here.
Connolly.
Here.
Edwards.
Here.
Gaston.
Here.
Grasso.
Here.
Hammond.
Here.
Kanowski.
Here.
Kuzniers.
Here.
Lant.
Here.
Lawler.
Here.
Ostrander.
Here.
Supervisor Peck is excused. Raymond.
Here.
Richardson.
Here.
Shaw.
Here.
Smith.
Here.
Tallison.
Here.
Kevin Beach.
Here.
Matt Beach.
Here.
Winnie.
Here.
Wood.
Here.
Wright.
Here.
Quorum present.
Thank you. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the chaplain. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us pray. Our Heavenly Father, today we write the first page of the first chapter in the 2022 Proceedings book. As we begin the new year, let us resolve to be better people, to work harder, to always try to help others who are in need, and always do the right thing. Let us always recognize how fortunate we are to be supervisors in the best county in New York State, with dedicated, hardworking employees, and how generous you have been in providing us the bountiful life that we enjoy. Over the course of the coming year, we know we will have to deal with many difficult and challenging issues. Let us act with caution and thoughtfulness, knowing that we are prepared to deal with any and all issues that will come before us. Grant us humility and give us the skills needed so that we can all work together in a spirit of cooperation. May we always be understanding of each other and act with dignity in a courteous and supportive manner. Today, we extend a warm welcome to our new supervisors and look forward to working together. May we always have hope and see the beauty around us, enjoy the little things, take nothing for granted, and enjoy the journey of life. And let us remember we still live in America, the greatest country in the world, the land of opportunity where everything is possible. We ask these things in your name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Supervisor Wood. Now I'll entertain a motion for the naming of a temporary chair.
Madam Clerk, in view of the fact that today is Supervisor Tollison's birthday, it gives me the distinct honor to nominate him as temporary chair.
Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second for the naming of Supervisor Tollison as temporary chair. Supervisor Tollison, do you accept this nomination?
Why is that my birthday?
Are there any other nominations? Can you call the roll, Bridget?
Supervisor Barrett.
Yes.
Butler.
Yes.
Connolly.
Yes.
Edwards.
Yes.
Gaston.
Yes.
Grasso.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Kanowski.
Yes.
Kuzniers.
Yes.
Lant.
Yes, and happy birthday.
Lawler.
Yes, but only because it's his birthday.
Ostrander.
Yes.
Raymond.
Yeah.
Richardson.
Yes. Is he capable? I mean, he's giving off the
Shaw.
Yes.
Smith.
Happy birthday,
Tallison.
Yes.
Kevin Beach.
Yes.
Matt Beach.
Yes.
Winnie.
Yes.
Wood.
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Motion passes.
I think he's a lefty. If I could just remind supervisors, for the benefit of those on the phone, if you can use your microphone when you speak, otherwise they can't hear you on the phone. Thank you. You good?
All right, good afternoon. Welcome to this organizational meeting. And my sole role is for nomination of chairman, but I'll first welcome the supervisors who are returning with us, and welcome to the new supervisors. We all look forward to working together. To our county staff who are here, our county team, thank you for the great work that you do, and we look forward to another great year for 2022 for Saratoga County. At this point, I'll ask for nominations from the floor for chairman of the board for 2022.
Mr. Chairman, I would be my distinct honor to nominate Todd Kuzniers from the town of Moreau as chairman for 2022.
Supervisor Schaaf will note your nomination for Supervisor Kuzniers as chairman of the board. Is there a second?
Chairman, I'd like to second that.
Supervisor Lant.
And I'd also like to second that.
Supervisor Grasso, another second. Are there any other nominations? Last call for nominations. Any other nominations? All right, hearing none, I will close the nomination of chairman, and I'll need a roll call vote.
I want to ask the chairman if he would accept the nomination.
Mr. Kuzniers, Supervisor Kuzniers.
I accept the nomination.
Thank you, sir. Roll call vote, please.
Supervisor Barrett.
Yes.
Butler.
Yes.
Connolly.
Yes.
Edwards.
Yes.
Gaston.
No.
Grasso.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Kanowski.
Yes.
Kuzniers. Oh, does he vote for us?
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you. Lamb.
Yes.
Lawler.
Yes.
Ostrander.
Yes.
Raymond.
Yes.
Richardson.
Yes.
Shaw.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Tollison.
Yes.
Kevin Beach.
Yes.
Matt Beach.
Yes.
Winnie.
Yes.
Wood.
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Congratulations, Supervisor Kuzniers, our chairman again. Chairman, come on forward. Let's give a round of applause to our chairman.
All right. Yes. We could have
County clerk to come forward to administer the oath, please.
Mary Ann, I want to come.
Too late.
I, Theodore T. Kuzniers, Jr.
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to support the Constitution of the United States
to support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and will faithfully discharge the duties
and I'll faithfully discharge the duties
of Chairman of the Board of Supervisors
of Chairman of the Board of Supervisors
in and for Saratoga County
and for Saratoga County
to the best of my abilities,
to the best of my abilities.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Greg.
Well, first of all, good afternoon and Happy New Year to everyone. I'd like to welcome our returning supervisors back to the Board of Supervisors, and looking forward to working with each and every one of you. I'd also like to welcome our newly elected supervisors and congratulate each of you on your victories. We have Supervisor Eric Butler from the town of Corinth. Would you like to stand so everybody knows who you are in the audience? We have Supervisor Diana Edwards from the town of Day. We have Supervisor Mark Hammond, who's on the phone from the town of Milton. Malta. All is Monroe. And you're welcome. We have Scott Ostrander from the town of Milton. And finally, but not least, we have Kevin Veach from the town of Greenfield. Thank you very much, and we look forward to collaborating with you as we work to meet the needs of our county residents. I first off want to start by thanking our Clerk of the Board, Therese Connolly, for opening the meeting, and Supervisor Tolleson for accepting the role of temporary chairman. And also I'd like to thank Supervisor Wood for offering the prayer at the beginning of the organizational meeting. I'd also like to especially thank Supervisor Schaaf and Lant for their nominations for Chairman of the Board of Supervisors. Thank you to my colleagues for the opportunity to continue to serve as your Chairman of the Board of Supervisors. It's a distinct honor and pleasure and a responsibility that I do not take lightly. I also want to thank the residents of the town of Moreau who re-elected me to the town board for the third time as supervisor. And most importantly, I would like to thank my family. I have my mom, Ann, in the back of the room. I have my wife, Mary Ellen, and our daughter, Jacqueline, and our son, Ted, unfortunately could not be with us today. And I also have two sisters. I have my sister Adele Kurtz, and my sister Rachel Zimmerman, who's here with her son, my nephew, Will Zimmerman, who's also my campaign chair. So all my victories are credit to Will. At this time, I'd also like to recognize our county elected officials that are with us. We have our county sheriff, Michael Zerlo. We have our district attorney, Karen Hagan. And we have our county clerk, Craig Hayner. And County Treasurer Drew Jarash. So thank you for being with us this afternoon. Last year at this time, I stood before you and committed to ensuring that we would hone our focus on the COVID-19 pandemic crisis and put forth an action plan that would mobilize all aspects of county government. Not only did we do that, our employees rose to the occasion, and they have done an incredible job under the leadership of our county administrator, Steve Bolger. So thank you for that, Steve. We also affirmed to Commissioner Dr. Dan Cools, I believe he's on the line as we speak, that he would receive whatever manpower, financial assistance, or tools he would need to best protect the residents and meet whatever new public health challenges may arise in 2021. True to form, Saratoga County became a leader in the public health arena in New York State. With Dr. Cool's knowledge, his skills, and tireless efforts as a trained epidemiologist, over the past year, Saratoga County has held 262 vaccine clinics across the county, and we have provided over 40,000 vaccines to our county residents. And that doesn't take into account our public-private partnerships that we have throughout the county. As a result, we are now one of the top 3 counties in New York State for the highest percentage of individuals that are fully vaccinated and have received the booster vaccine. So I think they all deserve a round of applause for that. We also partnered with the Syracuse-based Quadrant Biosciences to open a large-scale COVID testing site for symptomatic individuals that is centrally located in the county off of exit 12 of the Northway in the town of Malta. And our public health department led the state in other initiatives to slow the transmission of COVID-19. We were the first county to vaccinate 90% of our teachers. We were the first county to provide in-home vaccinations to homebound individuals throughout Saratoga County. We were also the first county to create a high-risk sports protocol so our students would get back to playing sports And we're also the first county to offer a science-based option to reduce the length of quarantine by partnering with the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to offer a test to stay program for K through 12 to keep healthy children in our schools learning. All these initiatives are those which became templates across New York State, and I'd like to thank Dr. Cools for his hand in that. He's a leader in public health in our state, and we're fortunate to have him on our staff. So a round of applause for Dr. Cools. With release of the 2020 census figures, the numbers confirmed what we already know here in this room. Saratoga County is a great place to live and raise a family. We are the fastest growing county in upstate New York. Since 1980, our population has increased by 53%. As a matter of fact, in the latest Newsday rankings, Saratoga County is rated #1 for social and economic indicators out of every county in New York State. And these include factors such as education, employment, income, family and social support, and community safety. And with that, I have to give a shout out to our Sheriff, Michael Zerlo. We are one of the safest counties in New York State. And just as an aside, we talk about all of our departments that are playing a role in ensuring that our residents are protected, especially with COVID-19. The Sheriff's Department, County Administrator Steve Bolger, and Carl Zellman's office, Office of Emergency Services, when we received our individual screening test yesterday at noon, within an hour they're being distributed to all the towns in the county. They got it done by 3 o'clock, so our hats are off to you, and I'd like to applaud the Sheriff and our team. We also have the lowest property tax rate of any other county in New York State and the lowest county sales tax rate. What this translates to is that the work of this legislative body is critically important to ensuring that Saratoga County's business-friendly climate that creates jobs continues, and that our county remains a great place to live and raise our families. However, this phenomenal success comes with greater needs. And working with my colleagues, the county adopted a $381 million budget this fall for 2022 that not only meets the needs of our residents, but also plans for the future here in Saratoga County. Some of the highlights of that budget include a slight decrease in the property tax rate. We did not exceed the state's property tax cap. The budget includes nearly $5 million in community support grants, of which $2 million is earmarked for nonprofit grant program. We will be making $4 million in new investments in the Sheriff's Office and the District Attorney's Office for body cameras to meet the requirements of the judicial discovery laws. That'll include funding for officer training and mandated jail programs. And we have earmarked $3 million to support key health and human services initiatives to assist the county's public health department's transition to a full-service Department of Health office. And that is another state mandate that we don't receive funding for, but they expect us to get it done. And it's going to be an arduous task. It's going to take several millions of dollars to get it done. They want us to do it in a year. We're going to try and do it in maybe a couple of years, 2 or 3 years. In addition, the budget includes a capital facilities bond with approximately $11.4 million in proposed capital investments to spread the county's cost of long-term capital projects over a 10-year span. We've also made allocations for infrastructure investments, including needed upgrades to Saratoga County's first responders communication network, residential broadband expansion, and other facilities improvements. Also included in the budget, we made investments in open space preservation and conservation, including increased outlays for open space preservation and trail and forest land maintenance, as well as the next extension of the Zim Smith Trail. And finally, the 2022 budget provides for $1.1 million in economic development funding, as well as funding for tourism. All this was accomplished by the incredible team that we have assembled here in all of our departments at the county, with direct input from the elected officials whom they work for. And we all have the common goal of serving our residents in the best ability that we have. So with an immense sense of gratitude, I'd like to thank each of you and every one of you, and I look forward to working with you in the upcoming year. So thank you very much. So at this time, I'll entertain nominations for vice chair.
Mr. Chairman,
Supervisor Towson.
I'll nominate John Schaaf as Vice Chairman of the Board.
And is there a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Supervisor Grasso. And roll call vote.
Any other nominations?
Oh, I'm sorry. Any other nominations for vice chair? Hearing none.
Ask if Supervisor Schaaf would accept.
Supervisor Schaaf, do you accept the nomination?
Yes, I do, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. This time, we'll call the roll.
Supervisor Barrett.
Yes.
Butler.
Yes.
Connolly.
Yes.
Edwards.
Yes.
Gaston.
Yes.
Grasso.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Kanowski.
Yes.
Kuzniers.
Yes.
Lant.
Yes.
Lawler.
Yes.
Ostrander.
Yes.
Raymond.
Yes.
Richardson.
Yes.
Shaw.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Tollison.
Yes.
Kevin Beach.
Yes.
Matt Beach.
Yes.
Winnie.
Yes.
Wood.
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Congratulations, Supervisor Schaaf. And if you would come forward, and I'd ask the clerk of the county to administer the oath of office.
One more time. Constitution and Bible. Can never go wrong.
I, Jonathan Shaw,
I, Jonathan Shaw,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to support the Constitution of the United States,
to support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York.
and I'll faithfully discharge the duties
I'll faithfully discharge the duties
of Vice Chairman of the Board of Supervisors
of Vice Chairman of the Board of Supervisors
in and for the County of Saratoga
in and for the County of Saratoga
to the best of my abilities.
to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, at this time, we're going to take up resolutions 1 through 27. I believe that there is a request to table resolution 13. Someone,
I'll move the table. Mr. Chairman.
Supervisor Beach. Is there a second?
Do we do first or not?
What's that?
You want me to read them?
I'll second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was Grasso.
And seconded by Supervisor Grasso. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves, so I'm going to ask the clerk of the board to read the resolutions before we take action.
Resolution number 1, introduced by Chair of the Board, rescinding Resolution 1 of 2021 and adopting the 2022 rules of the Saratoga County Board of Supervisors. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution 2, introduced by Chairman of the Board, adopting a schedule of 2022 regular meetings of the Saratoga County Board of Supervisors. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution number 3, introduced by Chair of the Board. Authorizing blanket official undertaking for county officers required by law to execute and file official undertakings. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution number 4, introduced by Chair of the Board. Designating county official county newspapers. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution number 5, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing a county attorney. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution number 6, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing a county auditor. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution number 7, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing a Director of Purchasing. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution number 8, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing a county historian. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution 9, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing a public defender. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution 10, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing a conflict defender. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution number 11, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing a workers' compensation administrator. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution 12, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing a records management officer. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution 13, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing commissioners of the Saratoga County Sewer District Number 1. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution 14, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing members to the NYRA Local Advisory Board for Saratoga Racetrack. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution 15, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing member to the County Jury Board. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution 16, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing a member to the Fish and Wildlife Management Board, Region 5. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution 17, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing directors of the Soil and Water Conservation District. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution 18, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing members to the Capital District Regional Planning Commission. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution 19, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing members to the Community Services Board. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution 20, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing members to the Board of Ethics. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution 21, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing members of the Ethics Advisory Council. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution 22, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing members of the Industrial Development Agency. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution 23, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing commissioners of the Saratoga Lake Protection and Improvement District. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution 24, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing members to the Tourism Advisory Committee. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution 25, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing directors of the Saratoga County Capital Resource Corporation. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution 26, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing directors of the Saratoga County Prosperity Partnership, Inc. Local Development Corporation. Budget impact statement, no budget impact. Resolution 27, introduced by Chair of the Board. Appointing members to the Saratoga County Water Authority Board. Budget impact statement, no budget impact.
Thank you very much. And so we have a motion and a second to table Resolution 13 in relation to appointing commissioners of the Saratoga County Sewer District Number 1. Would you like to call the roll on that?
Supervisor Barrett.
Yes.
Butler.
Yes.
Connolly.
Yes.
Edwards.
Yes.
Gaston.
Yes.
Grasso.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Kanowski.
Yes.
Kuzniers.
Yes.
Lant.
Yes.
Lawler.
Yes.
Ostrander.
Yes.
Raymond.
Yes.
Richardson.
Yes.
Shaw.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Tollison.
Yes.
Kevin Beach.
Yes.
Matt Beach.
Yes.
Winnie.
Yes.
Wood.
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. And at this time, are there any requests for separate votes on resolutions 1 through 27 with the exception of 13? Hearing none. Supervisor Guest.
I would request a separate vote on resolution 1, please.
Resolution 1. Are there any other requests for separate votes? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adopt resolutions 2 through 27 with the exception of resolution 13.
So moved.
Motion by Supervisor Veach, seconded by Supervisor Smith. Roll call.
Supervisor Barrett.
Yes.
Butler.
Yes.
Connolly.
Yes.
Edwards.
Yes.
Gaston.
Yes.
Grasso.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Kanowski.
Yes.
Kuzniers.
Yes.
Lant.
Yes.
Lawler.
Yes.
Ostrander.
Yes.
Raymond.
Yes.
Richardson.
Yes.
Shaw.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Tollison.
Yes.
Kevin Beach.
Yes.
Matt Beach.
Yes.
Winnie.
Yes.
Wood.
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. And at this time, I entertain a motion to move resolution number 1 for discussion.
So moved.
Moved by Supervisor Tollison. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Supervisor Beach. Discussion. This is in relation to rescinding resolution 1 of 2021 and adopting the 2022 rules of the Saratoga County Board of Supervisors. Any
Chair.
Supervisor Guest.
Yes, there are a couple of interesting changes, but a primary operational concern is in the standing committee list, as it is, there are several committees that have different numbers of members. That is, in my understanding, not something that we tend to do. I would appreciate understanding why it's written that way, what those committees have or do not have, and why we're doing a different number of members for each committee.
Sure. So the line of thinking on dropping the numbers from 7 to 5 for some of those committees was an effort to foster government efficiency and to make better use of our colleagues' time. And we believe that having a 5-member board is adequate to carry out the business of those assigned committees.
But why not for all of them? I don't disagree that 5 supervisors from this board are perfectly capable of doing it. It's just unclear to me why some would have 7 and some would have 5.
My belief is that some of our committees have a higher level of standing as far as what they're charged with for duties, and therefore there should be a larger number of supervisors that constitute the body of that committee. Any other comments? Hearing none, roll call.
Supervisor Barrett.
Yes.
Butler.
Yes.
Connolly.
Yes.
Edwards.
Yes.
Gaston.
No.
Grasso.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Kanowski.
Yes.
Kuzniers.
Yes.
Lant.
Yes.
Lawler.
Yes.
Ostrander.
Yes.
Raymond.
Yes.
Richardson.
Yes.
Shaw.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Tollison.
Yes.
Kevin Beach.
Yes.
Matt Beach.
Yes.
Winnie.
Yes.
Wood.
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. And at this time, I have constituted the Law and Finance Committee, and we will be providing that to the members. Are you prepared to do that today?
Sure.
All right, so we'll be handing that out. and want to let my colleagues know that prior to the next board meeting, I'll be handing up a list of the rest of the committees as established by the rules of the board with the membership. So that will be out shortly. While that's being handed out, I'll entertain any other business before the board today.
Chair.
Supervisor Guest.
Apologies, so the committees have not been, isn't that our normal process?
It's the chairman's prerogative to constitute the committees and to announce them when they are so constituted.
Did you want me to read into the record?
Okay, so there will be no committee meetings this month?
The committee meeting schedule will not be interfered with. Appointments will be made prior to the schedule. So at this time, I'd ask the clerk to read into the record the membership of the Law and Finance Committee.
Law and Finance Committee, Supervisor John Schaaf as chairman, Phil Barrett, Joe Grasso, John Lant, Jean Raymond, Kevin Tollison, and Matt Veach.
Thank you very much. Again, Happy New Year to everyone, and looking forward to working with you through the 2021 or 2022 year, and entertain a motion to adjourn. Supervisor Richardson. Is there a second? Second by Supervisor Tollison. Roll call.
Supervisor Barrett.
Yes.
Butler.
Yes.
Connolly.
Yes.
Edwards.
Yes.
Gaston.
Yes.
Grasso.
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Kanowski.
Yes.
Kuzniers.
Yes.
Lant.
Yes.
Lawler.
Yes.
Ostrander.
Yes.
Raymond.
Yes.
Richardson.
Yes.
Schaaf.
Yeah.
Smith.
Yes.
Tollison.
Yes.
Kevin Veach.
Yes.
Matt Veach.
Yes.
Winnie. Wood. Wright.
Yeah.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much, everyone.